Hello students, today we will learn chapter 6 fractions, a topic of grade 4 math. Our first topic is representing fraction. What is fraction? A fraction is an equal part of a whole. Look at the first picture. The whole pizza is divided into two equal parts. Each part is one half of the whole. We write 1/2 as 1 divided by 2 because the one whole pizza is divided in two parts. So above the line we'll write number 1 while below the line we'll write number 2. Now look at the next picture. Here the whole pizza is divided into 4 equal parts. So each part is 1/4 of the whole and we write 1/4 as 1 divided by 4. Above the line 1 and below the line 4 as it is divided in 4 parts. Our next topic is numerator and denominator. Look at the shape given to you. It's a pentagon which is divided into 5 equal parts. Now how many parts out of 5 are colored? 1, 2, 3. This shape shows that 3 out of 5 equal parts are colored, or we can say that 3 by 5 of the shape is colored while 2 by 5 of the shape is not colored. Over here 2 by 5 and 3 by 5 make one whole. So in 3 divided by 5, 3 is known as numerator and 5 is known as denominator. That means numerator means the number written above the line and denominator means the number written below the line. Next is exercise. Circle the correct fraction from given choices. Look at the first one. A circle is divided in 3 parts. So in denominator the number 3 should come. Out of 3, 2 parts are colored. So in numerator 2 should come. So a correct answer is 2 by 3. Similarly solve the rest of the examples. Next topic is equivalent fractions. Look at the colored parts of the circles. In the first one, a circle is divided in 2 parts out of which one is colored. So we'll write it as 1 divided by 2. In the second one, the circle is divided in 4 parts out of which 2 are colored. So we'll write 2 by 4. And in the third circle, it is divided in 8 parts out of which 4 are colored. So we'll write it as 4 by 8. Here 1 by 2, 2 by 4 and 4 by 8 are fractions of the same size. They all represent half of one whole. So they are known as equivalent fractions. Our next topic is equivalent fractions without using diagram. Can we find equivalent fractions without using diagrams? Yes. Definitely the answer is yes. Look at the first example. 1 by 4 and 2 by 8 are equivalent fractions. Look at the picture. 1 by 4 means the given circle is divided in 4 parts out of which the first one part is colored. And in the second circle, it is divided in 8 parts out of which 2 parts are colored. So, if in 1 by 4, 2 is multiplied in numerator as well as in denominator, we get 2 by 8. So we can say that both these fractions are equivalent fractions. Our next topic is find the missing numerator or denominator. Let's see an example. Find the missing numerator of an equivalent fraction of 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is equal to dash divided by 10. Now when do we get 10 in the table of 5? 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. That means the denominator is multiplied by 2 to get 10. Now, as denominator is multiplied by 2, we need to multiply numerator also by 2. And we know that 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Therefore, the missing numerator is 4. Now solve the following exercise. Complete the equivalent fraction. You have to find the missing numerator or denominator by multiplying the same number. Next topic is simplifying fraction. How we can simplify a fraction? We have to divide the numerator and denominator of a fraction by the same number to get an equivalent fraction. Let's see an example. 8 by 12. First, both the numbers are divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 gives 4, while 12 divided by 2 gives us 6. Further, again they are simplified by dividing 2. 4 divided by 2 gives 2 and 6 divided by 2 gives 3. So 2 by 3 is the simplest form of the fraction 8 by 12. A fraction in its simplest form does not mean the fraction has become smaller. Next topic is fractions of a set. What is 3 by 4 of 20 balls? We need to answer this set of questions. How many equal groups are there? How many balls are there in each group? And how many balls are there in 3 groups? Now we know that there are 4 groups and total we have 20 balls. So number of balls in one group is equal to 20 divided by 4, which is equal to 5. So in one group there are 5 balls. Now number of balls in 3 groups is equal to 3 into 5, which is equal to 15. Thus 3 by 4 of 20 balls is equal to 15 balls. Next topic is unit fraction. Now what is fraction? A fraction is an equal part of a whole. So these fractions can be of different types, out of which the one type is unit fraction. Now what is unit fraction? A fraction with numerator 1 is called a unit fraction. Look at the circles. In the first one, a whole circle is divided in half, out of which one part is colored, so we can write it as 1 by 2 or 1 half. In the second one, it is divided in 3 parts, out of which again just one is colored, so we can write 1 by 3 or 1/3. And in the third one, it is divided in 4 parts, out of which only one is colored, so we can write it as 1 by 4 or 1/4. So 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 4 are examples of unit fractions. Now the second type of fractions are like and unlike fraction. Fractions that have the same denominator are called like fractions. For example, one circle divided in 5 parts, out of which 2 are colored, so 2 by 5. And the same circle of 5 parts where 3 parts are colored, so 3 by 5. 2 by 5 and 3 by 5 are like fractions because they have same denominator 5, while the numerator 2 and 3 are different. Fractions that have different denominators are called unlike fractions. 1 by 3 and 5 by 8, where 3 and 8 are different and 1 and 5 also are different. The third type is proper and improper fraction. The numerator of a proper fraction is less than its denominator. As you can see, a circle is divided in 8 parts, out of which 7 parts are colored. So a fraction is 7 by 8. As 7 is less than 8, it is a proper fraction. Now, the numerator of an improper fraction is the same as or greater than its denominator. Look at 3 triangles. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 parts, out of which 8 are colored. So 8/3 or 8 by 3 of the triangles are shaded. Here 8 is greater than 3, so it becomes an improper fraction. The fourth type is mixed fraction. A combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is a mixed fraction. Look at the circles. Now here we have 3 circles altogether. All the circles have been divided in 8 parts, but out of which the 2 circles have been colored whole. That means all the 8 parts have been colored. So the fraction becomes 8 by 8, which is equal to 1. And in the third circle, out of 8 parts, only 7 are colored. So the fraction becomes 7 by 8. So the mixed fraction is read as 2 integer 7 by 8. Our next topic is comparing and ordering fraction. Let's see an example. There are 3 circles. The first one is divided in 9 parts, out of which 1 is colored. So the fraction is 1 by 9. In second one, it is divided in 5 parts, out of which 1 is colored. So the fraction is 1 by 5. While the third one, it is divided in 7 parts, out of which 1 is colored. So the fraction is 1 by 7. Now we have 3 questions. Which fraction is the smallest? Which fraction is the greatest? And arrange the fractions from the smallest to the greatest. As you can see in the picture, 1 by 9 is the smallest fraction, while 1 by 5 is the greatest. So that means the largest the denominator, that fraction becomes smallest, and smallest the denominator, that fraction becomes the greatest one, while 1 by 7 will stay in middle. Now the next topic is comparing and ordering like fractions. Let's see the 3 fractions. The first one, the circle is divided in 11 parts, out of which 4 parts are colored. So the fraction is 4 by 11. In second circle, 2 parts are colored out of 11. So the fraction becomes 2 by 11. And in the third circle, 7 parts out of 11 are colored. So the fraction becomes 7 by 11. Now looking at these fractions, what can you say? Which type of fractions these are? They are like fractions. Why? Because the denominator are same, 11, 11 and 11. Now the 2 questions. Which fraction is the greatest among them? And second, arrange the fractions from greatest to the smallest. So how will identify? 2 by 11 has fewer parts than 4 by 11 and 7 by 11. While 7 by 11 has more parts than 2 by 11 and 4 by 11. So 7 by 11 becomes the greatest fraction. So first will come 7 by 11. After that 4 by 11 and the last 2 by 11, the smallest one. Over here the denominator is same, so we'll compare the numerator. The next topic is comparing and ordering unlike fractions. Arrange the fractions 2 by 3, 5 by 6 and 7 by 9 in increasing order. But we cannot arrange unlike fractions as denominators are different. So the first step is convert unlike fractions into like fractions by making the denominators same. Look at 7 by 9. Both the numerator and the denominator is multiplied by 2 to get the fraction 14 by 18. So 5 by 6 will multiply by 3 to get the denominator as 18 while numerator 15. And in 2 by 3 will multiply it with 6 to get the fraction 12 by 18. So the fractions arranged in increasing order are 12 by 18 is less than 14 by 18 is less than 15 by 18, because now they become like fractions as they have denominators same, which can be also written as 2 by 3 is less than 7 by 9, which is less than 5 by 6. Next is solve the following exercise. Shade and use the greater than, less than or equals to sign to compare the given fractions. Again solve the following exercise. There are 2 questions. Question 1. Arrange the following fractions in ascending order. and the second one is arrange the following fractions in descending order. Now the next topic is addition of like fraction. Jisha takes 2 by 6 of a pizza and Lena takes 2 by 6 of the same pizza. So what fraction of the pizza have they taken altogether? We write it as 2 by 6 plus 2 by 6. Over here, the whole pizza is divided in 6 parts, out of which Jisha takes 2 parts and Lena also takes 2 parts from the same pizza. So 6, the denominator will remain same, but the numerator will get add, that is 2 plus 2 equals to 4. So the total pizza they have taken will be 4 by 6. They have taken 4 by 6 of the pizza all together. Next topic is subtraction of like fraction. Subtract 2 by 9 from 7 by 9. We write it as 7 by 9 minus 2 by 9. Now, while subtracting like fractions, only the numerators are subtracted, keeping the denominator same. So, we'll write it as 9 in the denominator same, only numerator will get subtracted, that is 7 minus 2, which is equal to 5. So our answer is 5 by 9. The next topic is addition and subtraction of unlike fraction. First example, add 2 by 3 and 1 by 5. Now as they are unlike fraction, they don't have same denominator, so we cannot directly add them. The first step is change unlike fractions into like fractions. So the first common multiple of 3 and 5 is 15. So we'll convert 2 by 3 into 10 by 15 by multiplying with 5. And 1 by 5 into 3 by 15 by multiplying 3. So the new fractions become 10 by 15 plus 3 by 15. Now the denominator is common, that is 15. So we'll add just numerators. Now we know that 10 plus 3 is 13. So our answer is 13 by 15. Similarly, let's see another example. Subtract 3 by 4 from 5 by 6. So 5 by 6 minus 3 by 4, an unlike fraction. So first we'll change into like fractions. Now the first common multiple of 4 and 6 is 12. So 5 by 6 is converted into 10 by 12 by multiplying 2. And 3 by 4 is converted to 9 by 12 by multiplying 3. So the new fractions are 10 by 12 minus 9 by 12, which gives us answer 1 by 12, because 10 minus 9 is equal to 1 and the denominator 12 remains same. The next topic is addition of mixed fraction. Ishan has one integer 1 by 2 pizzas. Akif has one integer 1 by 3 pizzas. How many pizzas do they have altogether? Express the answer as a mixed fraction. But first, 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 are unlike fractions. So we'll convert them to like fractions. Let's see the common multiple of 2 and 3. The first common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. So 1 by 2 is converted to 3 by 6 and 1 by 3 is converted to 2 by 6. Now they become like fractions. So the new mixed fractions are 1 integer 3 by 6 and 1 integer 2 by 6. So now we'll add them. As the denominator is same, so it will remain 6 as it is, while the numerators will get add 1 integer and 1 integer becomes 2 integer, while 3 plus 2 becomes 5. So they have 2 integer 5 by 6 pizzas all together. The next topic is subtraction of mixed fraction. Rishti had 2 integer 1 by 2 pancakes. She gave 1 integer 2 by 5 pancakes to her friend. How many pancakes were left with her? Give the answer as a mixed fraction. So first we'll convert 1 by 2 and 2 by 5 to like fractions. Let's see first common multiple. The first common multiple of 2 and 5 is 10. So 1 by 2, we convert it to 5 by 10, and 2 by 5 we convert it to 4 by 10. So the new mixed fractions are 2 integer 5 by 10 and 1 integer 4 by 10. Subtract them. The denominator remains the same, that is 10, only numerators will get subtracted. 2 integer minus 1 integer gives 1 integer and 5 minus 4 gives 1. So 1 integer 1 by 10 pancakes were left with Drishti. Next is exercise. Add or subtract the fractions. All the examples are of like fractions. So denominator will remain same. You have to just add or subtract the numerators. The next exercise is again based on addition and subtraction of given fractions. But here all the type of fractions are given to you. Like fractions, unlike fractions, as well as mixed fractions. Thank you.